2016, and I have a wonderful story for you, children. Are you excited? Who's excited? Because it's the night before Christmas, isn't it? It's Christmas Eve. All right, let's read.
The day before Christmas.
Let's read. 'Twas the night before Christmas in the Nakatomi Tower. John McClane just flew in from the great New York City. He lit up a smoke in the airport without thinking. Seriously, who does that? That was probably cool in the 80s, but no longer, no more. Meanwhile, John's Holly was working with coke-sniffing Harry and letting pregnant women do more than just sip on champagne. All the employees were drinking and having a good time. John and Holly argued over last names to be had. When out of the elevator, there arose angry Germans, led by their leader, the evil Hans Gruber. Away in the bathroom, John was clearing his head. Barefooted wife-beater, he ran with his 9mm. The tower was locked down and ready for terror. Hans Gruber and his clan were busy scaring the neighbors. When what to the clan's wondering eyes should appear, but Tony, dead, tied to a chair, and a message to their leader. With a little old note so witty and slick, Holly knew in a moment it must be John McClane. More rapping than Run DMC, the terrorists they ran, and yelled and shouted and looked. Now Carl, now Theo, now Marco and Uli, on Fritz, on Heinrich, on Christoph and Alexander. To the top of the tower, to the top of the roof. Now blow them up, blow them away, blow away all. And then, in a twinkling, John went to the top of the tower. That's where he discovered, you ready for it? The C4 wire to blow. As he collected all the detonators, Carl came around. Down the shaft and into the vents, John came with a bound. In the vent, he lit up a Zippo and said to himself,
"Come to the coast, we'll have a few drinks."
He was still bitter at Holly. He was chubby and plump, Sergeant Al Powell, a fat cop in all the shows he did play, eating Twinkies and hiding behind desks all day. He answered John's radio in a claim of distress. The FBI were called in to lend a helping hand. But Sergeant Al Powell and John bonded over small talk, and the fact that Johnson & Johnson proved to be useless tools who didn't care about the hostages and were willing to kill half of them in order to kill all the terrorists. Through elevator shafts, ventilation chutes, and mass construction, John was stuck in a showdown with Hans and his henchmen. What do you guys think's going to happen? So much glass was shot out and John crossed bare-skinned, his feet all bloody, his ammo ran thin. Hans had come not for terror, but the cash in the vault. He was after a payday and close to escape. John rounded the corner, gun taped to his back. "Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker!" he yelled out with glee as he shot Hans Gruber and saved Holly. Hans flew out the window and landed with a splat. The hostages ran free. John McClane saved the day, or so we all thought. When what to our wondering eyes should appear, but Carl, not dead. He looked like a zombie, machine gun in hand. We all thought that moment John and Holly would die. 5 shots rang out clear in the air. Carl landed on the ground with a thud. Who saved the day? John turned to see Sergeant Powell standing, gun drawn, still smoking. So for all you parents and children out there, let Nakatomi Tower be a lesson to share. Don't terrorize, don't thief, don't even conspire. That thud, that bump that goes in the night, it may be John McClane ready to cap your... The end. Merry Christmas, everybody!